In the twilight of a distant world, a brilliant star shimmered across the sky, casting an eerie glow over the alien landscape. The wind whispered through crystalline trees, their leaves resonating like chimes in the cool night air. Beneath the vast expanse of the cosmos, a figure lay motionless, her breathing shallow, each gasp a desperate struggle for survival. Lyara, an alien woman of an advanced race known as the Erians, had been on the run for days. Her people, known for their ethereal beauty and superior intellect, had once thrived on this planet. But their peaceful existence had been shattered by an unforeseen calamity. A rogue faction from a neighboring star system, hungry for resources and power, had laid waste to their world. Lyara had fought valiantly, using her knowledge and skills to protect her people, but the onslaught was overwhelming. The invaders showed no mercy, their advanced weaponry decimating the Erians. Now, she lay dying, her once radiant form battered and broken. Her vision blurred as the life drained from her body, and she could feel the cold grip of death tightening around her. Just as darkness threatened to consume her, a shadow fell over her. A human stood before her, clad in a suit of advanced engineering gear. His name was Ethan Vance, a skilled engineer who had been stranded on this war-torn planet after his exploration vessel had crash-landed. His eyes, filled with a mixture of awe and sorrow, locked onto the dying alien. Without hesitation, Ethan knelt beside her. His hands moved with practiced precision, examining her injuries. Despite the vast differences in their biology, he recognized the signs of a life fading away. His heart ached at the sight of her suffering, and he knew he couldn't let her die. "You're going to be okay," Ethan whispered, his voice a gentle promise. "I'll do everything I can to save you." With that, he set to work. Drawing upon his knowledge of engineering and the limited resources he had salvaged from his wrecked ship, Ethan began constructing a mechanical body for Lyara. It was an intricate process, requiring both ingenuity and delicate craftsmanship. He fused alien technology with human engineering, creating a synthesis of metal and organic material. Hours turned into days as Ethan worked tirelessly, driven by a singular purpose. He connected neural pathways, reinforced skeletal structures, and integrated advanced life support systems. Each component was carefully designed to not only preserve Lyara's life but also to enhance her abilities. Finally, the moment arrived. With a final adjustment, Ethan activated the mechanical body. Lyara's eyes fluttered open, and she gasped as the sensation of life returned to her. She looked down at her new form, her once fragile body now encased in a sleek, metallic exoskeleton. Her movements were fluid, her senses heightened, and a new strength coursed through her. Ethan watched her with a mixture of relief and apprehension. "How do you feel?" he asked, his voice filled with concern. Lyara flexed her fingers, marveling at the precision of her movements. "Different," she replied, her voice resonating with a newfound depth. "Stronger. Alive." Over the following days, Lyara adapted to her new existence. Ethan guided her through the intricacies of her mechanical body, teaching her how to harness its capabilities. Together, they explored the possibilities of her enhanced form, discovering abilities that surpassed anything either of them had imagined. As they worked side by side, a bond began to form between them. Ethan's humanity and compassion complemented Lyara's wisdom and resilience. They shared stories of their respective worlds, finding solace in each other's company amidst the desolation of the planet. However, their respite was short-lived. The invaders had not given up their pursuit. They sought to capture Lyara, driven by a desire to exploit the knowledge and technology she possessed. Their relentless hunt forced Ethan and Lyara to stay on the move, evading capture at every turn. With each encounter, Lyara's mechanical body proved to be both a blessing and a curse. Her enhanced abilities allowed her to fight back against their pursuers, but the strain of constant battle took its toll on her psyche. She grappled with the duality of her existence, torn between her alien heritage and her newfound mechanical identity. Ethan, too, faced his own inner conflict. He had saved Lyara's life, but at what cost? The lines between man and machine blurred, leaving him to question the ethics of his actions. Yet, despite the uncertainty, he remained steadfast in his resolve to protect her. As they journeyed through the ruins of her once thriving world, Lyara began to uncover fragments of her past. Ancient relics and forgotten knowledge resurfaced, hinting at the true nature of the calamity that had befallen her people. Each discovery brought them closer to understanding the forces at play and the potential for redemption. In the midst of their quest, Ethan and Lyara stumbled upon a hidden enclave of Erians who had survived the onslaught. They were a resilient group, determined to rebuild their civilization despite the odds. The reunion filled Lyara with a renewed sense of purpose, and she vowed to protect her people at all costs. With the help of the survivors, Ethan and Lyara devised a plan to strike back against the invaders. They combined their knowledge and resources, creating a formidable alliance. The stage was set for a final confrontation, a battle that would determine the fate of their world. As the conflict reached its climax, Ethan and Lyara stood together, their bond unbreakable. They fought with unwavering determination, their courage inspiring those around them. In the heat of battle, Lyara's mechanical body became a symbol of hope, a testament to the resilience of life and the power of unity. Though the outcome of the war remained uncertain, one thing was clear: the journey they had embarked upon had forever changed them. Ethan and Lyara had found strength in each other, transcending the boundaries of their origins. Together, they faced an uncertain future, their fates intertwined by the choices they had made. And so, their story continued, a testament to the enduring spirit of life and the unyielding power of hope. In the aftermath of the final battle, the landscape was forever scarred, yet the skies seemed to weep with relief as the invaders retreated, leaving behind the shattered remnants of their war machines. The Erians, though fewer in number, stood proud and defiant, their will to rebuild burning brighter than ever. Ethan and Lyara found themselves at the center of this new era. Their partnership had become a beacon of possibility, a merging of two worlds that transcended boundaries of species and origin. As they walked through the remains of a once great city, their conversation turned to the future. "We did it," Ethan said, his voice tinged with disbelief and exhaustion. "They're gone." Lyara nodded, her gaze distant as she surveyed the ruins. "For now. But they'll be back, or others like them. We need to be ready." Ethan placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "We will be. We've learned so much, and we've come so far. Together, we can rebuild." Their resolve was tested as they began the arduous task of reconstruction. The surviving Erians, inspired by Lyara's transformation and leadership, worked tirelessly to restore their world. Ethan, with his vast knowledge of engineering, became an invaluable asset, introducing new technologies that blended human ingenuity with Aryan sophistication. Under Lyara's guidance, the Erians embraced these innovations. Her mechanical body, once a symbol of loss and change, became a celebrated emblem of renewal. She demonstrated how technology could coexist with their traditions, enhancing their lives without erasing their culture. In the quiet moments, Ethan and Lyara would retreat to a secluded spot on the outskirts of the city, away from the bustling reconstruction. There, under the canopy of stars, they found solace in each other's presence. "Do you ever wonder what comes next?" Ethan asked one evening, his eyes fixed on the heavens. "All the time," Lyara admitted. "Our world is forever changed. But with change comes opportunity. We have the chance to shape a new destiny for our people." Ethan smiled, admiration evident in his gaze. "And for us?" Lyara turned to him, her eyes reflecting the starlight. "We've already proven that together, we can achieve the impossible. Our future is intertwined, just as our pasts have become. Whatever comes next, we face it side by side." Their bond deepened with each passing day, evolving from mutual respect into something far more profound. They found strength and comfort in one another, a partnership that defied the boundaries of their origins. Yet, their journey was far from over. News of their victory and the resurgence of Aryan civilization spread across neighboring star systems, attracting the attention of allies and enemies alike. Envoys from distant worlds arrived, offering assistance and seeking alliances, while others viewed the Aryans' resurgence as a threat to their own dominion. Lyara, with Ethan by her side, navigated these delicate diplomatic waters. They forged new connections, building a network of allies who shared their vision of a peaceful, cooperative future. These alliances strengthened their position, deterring potential aggressors and fostering a sense of unity among diverse civilizations. However, whispers of a greater threat began to circulate, a shadowy force moving in the void, unseen but felt across the cosmos. This entity, known only in hushed tones, was said to possess knowledge and power beyond comprehension, consuming entire star systems in its wake. The Erians, led by Lyara and Ethan, prepared for this new challenge. They gathered intelligence, fortified their defenses, and continued to innovate. The integration of Ethan's human engineering with Aryan technology produced advancements that astonished even the most seasoned scientists and engineers. As they braced for the unknown, Lyara and Ethan's relationship became the cornerstone of their community's hope. Their love, born from adversity and sustained through shared triumphs, inspired those around them. It was a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, unity and compassion could forge a path to survival. The day came when the shadowy force revealed itself, a massive fleet, unlike anything the galaxy had seen, emerging from the void. The sheer scale of the threat sent ripples of fear throughout the cosmos, but the Arians, led by their indomitable leaders, stood firm. Ethan and Lyara devised a plan, one that would test the limits of their courage and ingenuity. They called upon their allies, rallied their people, and prepared for a battle that would decide the fate of their world and perhaps the galaxy itself. As the enemy fleet approached, Ethan turned to Lyara, his expression a mixture of determination and love. "No matter what happens, I'm with you." Lyara smiled, her heart swelling with emotion. "And I with you. Together, we'll face the darkness and emerge victorious." Their hands clasped, a symbol of their unbreakable bond, they led their people into the fray, knowing that the future of countless lives depended on their strength and unity. The skies above the Aryan world darkened as the colossal fleet emerged from the void, a seemingly endless armada of ships casting ominous shadows over the land. The sight was enough to shake even the most seasoned warriors, but the Aryans stood resolute, their faith in Lyara and Ethan unwavering. Ethan worked feverishly within the command center, integrating the latest defensive systems with the Aryans' advanced technology. His fingers flew over the control panels, issuing commands and finalizing the battle network. Beside him, Lyara stood tall, her mechanical body glinting in the dim light, a living embodiment of strength and resilience. "Status report," Lyara ordered, her voice calm but authoritative. One of the Aryan tacticians responded, "All units are in position. Our allies are reporting readiness across the board. We await your command." Lyara nodded, turning to Ethan. "Are we ready?" Ethan met her gaze, his expression steely. "As ready as we'll ever be. Our systems are optimized, and our defenses are synchronized. We can do this." Lyara took a deep breath, her resolve hardening. "Then let's show them what we're made of." She activated the communication link, her voice broadcasting to every corner of the Allied forces. "Today, we stand not as separate worlds, but as one. We fight for our homes, our families, and our future. Together, we are unstoppable. Let's show the enemy the power of unity." A resounding cheer echoed through the comms, the collective spirits of countless beings rising in unison. The moment of reckoning had arrived. The enemy fleet began its descent, their massive ships looming closer, their weapon systems lighting up the darkened sky. The battle erupted in a blinding flash of energy as the Aryans and their allies unleashed their full might. Ships darted and weaved, exchanging volleys of fire in a deadly dance of survival. Ethan and Lyara coordinated their forces with precision, directing squadrons to strategic points, reinforcing weak spots, and orchestrating counterattacks. Their combined brilliance turned the tide of several skirmishes, but the enemy's numbers seemed endless, their technology advanced and formidable. Amidst the chaos, Lyara's mechanical enhancements proved invaluable. She took to the battlefield, leading ground forces and inspiring those around her. Her augmented strength and agility allowed her to confront enemy troops head-on, turning the tide in critical engagements. Her very presence became a rallying point, a symbol of hope and defiance. Ethan remained at the heart of the command center, tirelessly analyzing data and adapting strategies. He drew upon every ounce of his knowledge and creativity, devising unconventional tactics that kept the enemy off balance. His mind was a whirlwind of calculations, but his heart never strayed from Lyara. Despite their valiant efforts, the enemy's onslaught was relentless. The Allied forces were pushed to their limits, their defenses strained to the breaking point. Just when it seemed the tide would turn against them, a breakthrough occurred. Lyara received a transmission from a reconnaissance unit deep within enemy lines. They had discovered the fleet's central command ship, the source of their coordination and power. Destroying it could cripple the entire armada. Without hesitation, Lyara made the call. Ethan, we have a chance to end this. The command ship is their key. If we take it out, we can win. Ethan's mind raced, calculating the risks. It's a long shot, but it's our best shot. I'll coordinate a strike team. You'll need to lead them. Lyara's eyes blazed with determination. I'll make it happen. Gathering a select group of elite fighters, Lyara prepared for the assault on the command ship. Ethan provided tactical support, guiding them through the treacherous path to their target. The mission was fraught with danger, every moment a test of their resolve and skill. As they approached the command ship, the scale of the enemy's operation became evident. The vessel was a behemoth, bristling with defenses and crewed by the finest soldiers of the invading force. It was a fortress in space, designed to be impregnable. But Lyara was undeterred. With precision and ferocity, she led her team through the gauntlet, breaching the outer defenses and infiltrating the ship's core. The battle within was intense, every corridor a battleground, every corner a potential ambush. Finally, they reached the ship's command center. The heart of the enemy fleet lay before them, its systems pulsating with energy. Lyara and her team fought their way through, securing the area and setting charges to destabilize the ship's power core. As the countdown began, Lyara activated the comm link to Ethan. We've done it. The charges are set. We're heading out now. Ethan's voice was filled with relief and pride. Hurry back. We're ready to bring you home. The team raced against time, navigating back through the ship as explosions rocked its structure. The enemy forces scrambled in disarray, unable to prevent the inevitable. Lyara and her team barely escaped, their transport ship darting away just as the command ship erupted in a catastrophic blast. The enemy fleet faltered, their coordination shattered, their resolve broken. The Allied forces seized the moment, launching a final offensive that routed the invaders. The sky was alight with victory, the echoes of battle giving way to the triumphant cheers of a united front. Back on the ground, Ethan and Lyara reunited amidst the celebrations. Their eyes met, and without words, they embraced, the weight of their journey lifting in the warmth of their connection. They had faced the darkness and emerged stronger, their love a beacon that guided them through the storm. The galaxy would remember this day, not just for the victory but for the lesson it carried, that unity, resilience, and hope could conquer even the most insurmountable odds. And at the heart of this triumph were a human engineer and an alien woman, whose bond had become a testament to the enduring power of love and partnership. In the days that followed the victory, the Erian world slowly returned to life. The shattered landscapes began to heal, and the surviving Erians, alongside their allies, embarked on a massive effort to rebuild. Though the scars of the battle were visible, the spirit of hope that filled the air was palpable. The Erians had not only survived but emerged stronger, their alliances with other star systems solidifying a new era of cooperation and mutual respect. Ethan and Lyara became central figures in this renaissance. The story of their combined efforts, their unyielding determination, and their victory over the invaders spread like wildfire across the galaxy. They were invited to speak before councils and assemblies, their insights and leadership sought after by many. Despite the attention, they remained grounded, focusing on the work that still needed to be done. Together, they spearheaded technological advancements, pushing the boundaries of what was possible by continuing to merge human and Aryan innovations. Their goal was not only to rebuild their world but to ensure that such a calamity could never befall it again. One evening, as they walked through the city that had risen from the ashes, Lyara looked around with a sense of fulfillment. The crystalline structures glowed softly under the twin moons, a testament to the resilience of her people. She turned to Ethan, her eyes reflecting the serene light. "I never imagined we would come this far," she said softly. "From the brink of extinction to this. It feels like a dream." Ethan smiled, taking her hand in his. "It's real, Lyara. And it's just the beginning. There's so much more we can achieve." Lyara's gaze held a mix of hope and reflection. "I used to think that the future was set, that our destinies were written in the stars. But now I know that we shape our own paths, that together, we can forge a future worth fighting for." Ethan nodded, his expression serious yet tender. "We've proven that anything is possible when we stand together. We've built something incredible here, and it's a foundation for generations to come." As they continued their walk, a young Aryan child approached, holding a small, glowing crystal. She looked up at them with wide eyes, filled with admiration. "Is it true?" she asked, her voice soft. "Did you really save us all?" Lyara knelt to the child's level, her mechanical fingers gently touching the crystal. "It's true," she said. "But it wasn't just us. It was everyone working together, believing in a better tomorrow." The child smiled, clutching the crystal tightly. "I want to be like you when I grow up." Liara's heart swelled with emotion, and she exchanged a glance with Ethan. "You already are," she whispered. "You're the future, and you'll do great things." As the child ran off to join her friends, Ethan and Lyara stood together, watching the next generation play among the ruins of the past. It was a poignant reminder of why they fought, of the legacy they were leaving behind. Their bond, tested and strengthened through adversity, was unbreakable. They knew that challenges would continue to arise, that the galaxy held many more mysteries and dangers. But they also knew that together, they could face anything. In the years that followed, Lyara and Ethan's partnership became legendary. Their story was told across star systems, inspiring countless others to rise above their differences and unite for a common cause. They became symbols of hope and resilience, their love transcending the boundaries of species and technology. And as they continued their journey, exploring new frontiers and forging new alliances, they carried with them the unshakable belief that the future was theirs to shape, a future where unity and compassion could light the way through even the darkest of times. As the years passed, the galaxy entered an era of unprecedented peace and cooperation. The alliance forged through the Aryan struggle against the invaders became a cornerstone of interstellar diplomacy, setting a new standard for unity among diverse civilizations. Ethan and Lyara remained at the heart of this transformation, their work transcending the borders of their world to influence countless others. Their collaboration led to the establishment of the Galactic Union of Allied Worlds, GUAW, an interstellar organization dedicated to maintaining peace, fostering technological advancement, and ensuring mutual defense against future threats. Ethan's engineering expertise and Lyara's leadership were instrumental in shaping the Union's policies and strategies, creating a network of knowledge and resources that spanned the stars. Within the GUAW, Ethan founded the Interstellar Engineering Corps, IEC, a coalition of engineers, scientists, and innovators from various species. The IEC became a beacon of progress, focusing on developing technologies that could benefit all member worlds. Under Ethan's guidance, they tackled issues like energy sustainability, advanced transportation systems, and planetary defense mechanisms. Lyara, on the other hand, took on the role of a diplomat and strategist, her experiences making her an invaluable asset in negotiations and military planning. She traveled to distant worlds, mediating disputes and building coalitions. Her mechanical body, once seen as an anomaly, became a symbol of the potential for harmony between biology and technology, inspiring others to embrace a future where the two could coexist seamlessly. Their personal lives flourished alongside their professional achievements. Ethan and Lyara's bond deepened with each passing year, their partnership becoming a guiding force not only for themselves but for those around them. Their love, a fusion of human emotion and Aryan resilience, served as a living testament to the possibilities of interspecies relationships. Despite their many responsibilities, they never lost sight of their origins. They frequently returned to the Aryan homeworld, where their journey had begun. They took solace in the familiar sights and sounds, reconnecting with the people who had supported them and watching the continued growth and prosperity of the planet. One evening, as they stood on the balcony of their home overlooking the rejuvenated city, Lyara turned to Ethan, her mechanical hand entwined with his. "Do you ever think about how far we've come?" she asked, her voice tinged with wonder. "From the ruins of our world to leading an alliance that spans the stars?" Ethan squeezed her hand gently. "Every day. It's incredible to think about. But it's because of you, Lyara. You've been the heart of everything we've accomplished." Lyara smiled, a rare moment of vulnerability shining through. "And you've been the mind, the one who brought our visions to life. Together, we've done the impossible." Their conversation was interrupted by a soft chime from the communication console. Ethan walked over and activated the holographic display. A familiar face appeared. It was Admiral Rel Lease, a close ally and leader within the GUAW fleet. Ethan, Lyara, Rel-Lys greeted them with a nod. "I hope I'm not disturbing you, but we've received some unusual signals from the Outer Rim. It's not an immediate threat, but it's curious enough to warrant investigation." Lyara exchanged a glance with Ethan. They both knew that the galaxy was vast and full of mysteries, many of which could hold both wonder and danger. "We'll take a look," Lyara said, her curiosity piqued. "Send us the coordinates and details. We'll prepare to leave immediately." As the transmission ended, Ethan began preparing their ship, an advanced vessel capable of long-range exploration and combat if necessary. Lyara joined him, her mind already considering the possibilities of what they might find. Before they departed, they stood together on the balcony once more, looking out at the stars that had become their constant companions. "No matter what's out there," Ethan said softly, "we'll face it together." Lyara nodded, her mechanical hand resting on his shoulder. Together. Always. Their journey continued, with the stars as their destination and their love as their guide, ready to face whatever the galaxy had in store for them. Ethan and Lyara's ship streaked through the void, the stars a blur outside their viewport. The mysterious signal from the Outer Rim guided them toward the unknown, a reminder that the galaxy was vast and full of secrets waiting to be unraveled. As they approached the source of the signal, they found a desolate planet, its surface dotted with ancient ruins. Landing cautiously, they disembarked, their footsteps the first in centuries to disturb the dust. The ruins whispered stories of a civilization long lost, and in the heart of the largest structure, they discovered a dormant machine. The machine flickered to life as they approached, a holographic figure appearing before them. It spoke in a language neither recognized, yet its message transcended words, a warning and a plea for understanding. The machine held knowledge from a time before recorded history, offering insights into the galaxy's origins and its future. Ethan and Lyara realized the magnitude of their discovery. This knowledge could either unite the galaxy further or unleash unimaginable forces. Together, they made a vow to protect and study the machine, ensuring its power would not be misused. Returning to their ship, they transmitted a message to the Galactic Union, detailing their findings. The galaxy's leaders convened, and a collective decision was made to safeguard the planet and its secrets. The site became a symbol of cooperation, with scientists and scholars from all worlds coming together to learn from the past. As Ethan and Lyara stood at the forefront of this new chapter, they knew their journey had only just begun. The galaxy remained full of wonders and challenges, but they faced it with hope and determination, bound by their love and their unyielding commitment to a future of unity and peace. And so, hand in hand, they ventured into the next unknown, the legacy of their love and leadership written among the stars.